The Nigerian military has dropped 3 places in the latest global military ranking. The ranking, published by Global Firepower, placed the armed forces of Nigeria at 39th out of the total of 145 countries reviewed for 2024. This marks a decline from its 36th position in the 2023 ranking and 35th position in 2022. This 2-year consecutive drop comes despite the acquisition of fighter jets and other combat enablers, as well as the military claimed successes after terrorists in Nigeria over the same period. Nigeria also dropped from 3rd to 4th position among African countries. For the 18th consecutive year, the United States retained its position at the top-ranked military globally. In Africa, Egypt is ranked first, followed by Algeria, South Africa, next by Nigeria, Ethiopia, Angola, Morocco, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Tunisia, and Sudan, in that order. According to the report, over 60 factors were considered in determining the scores given to countries. The finalized Global Firepower ranking below utilizes over 60 individual factors to determine a given nation's power index score, with categories ranging from the quantity of military units and financial standing to logistical capabilities and geography. The GFP report stated, our unique in-house formula allows smaller, more technological advanced nations to compete with larger, less developed powers. Social modifiers in the form of bounces and penalties are applied to further refine the list, which is compiled annually. Barrister, sorry, I'm going to call you barrister. Maybe you want to be a barrister soon. Dr. Ekie, we just made mention of I brought out a little instance about the generals that were given the bulletproofs as mouth-watering services given to retired generals, and then you said they deserve more than that. Nobody is disputing the facts. But do you think that the security system in Nigeria has been put in place, and then you said it has reduced more than the way it used to be, because you cannot travel to Kano and Kaduna just before then, and more you can't travel before, but you can do that right now. But Nigeria has been noted to drop from 32 to 39 position out of 142 ranking globally in the military aspect. Nobody is disputing the fact that the military is not doing what they are supposed to do, but if you check it, the Boko Haram insurgency is still going on. And now it got to a part that foreigners that call themselves the Lakurawa came in through the borders, and they have a rampaging everywhere. They have been making names for themselves in the northeast. You know, lots of individuals have been affected. Houses have been affected. Lives have been lost. You know, and all of that. But I would want to ask you, do you think that the Nigerian military is actually doing the right thing as it stands? Because if there has been cases of right doing, like you said, the insecurity has dropped, we would have gotten higher position. No. Commendably, we say yes, the security is actually doing what they do, because they actually acquired new fighter jets recently. But do you think they have actually done necessary things to put the security situation in place in Nigeria?
Yeah, when you talked about 60 factors being considered, and if the security system in Nigeria is more better, that's what matters to us. It's not the international or global recognition.
Ranking. Okay.
Yes, if my well-being is okay, and somebody is saying that I should not be given the deserved respect because for several reasons or thereabout, I don't need to break my head. I want to think that the security evaluation that we want to be interested more is how it has affected us positively and negatively.
Okay.
Now, I want to say clearly that the security operatives are trying their best. For instance, last year, the FCT Commissioner of Police, came on media and philanthropists, well individuals, to motivate them to do more. It's very, very important. Like I said, so many young people don't want to go into the military anymore because of poor welfare that they saw, because of the way things are being. There are so many challenges. We want to talk about security in Nigeria, but I'd like to encourage
and that's one of the challenges that was also mentioned.
Yeah, so I'd like to encourage that politicization of security decisions, should be reduced. Also, tribalizing security matters should be reduced. Issue of corruption in the security sector should also be reduced. So political interference should also be reduced. Every sentiment that discourages our security level from growing, I think we should reduce it and then begin to encourage those things that will help us achieve better security. So let us not be worried so much about the level. Of course, most of our problems as nations are being influenced by some, foreign nations that wants to reduce some nations to nothing so that they will always seek for help. And of course, if our security system is effective, the sales of firearms from international communities will reduce. So I think sometimes these are psychological ratio, because the people who make these judgments, some of them are instruments to some world powers. It's my assumption anyway. I think so. It's analysis. But I want to think that if we have taken this position right now, and then Nigerian security system is more better, and it keeps getting better, even if they call us the worst security country, and then investors are saying that Nigeria is doing well.
Quickly, we are not actually the worst security.
No, I'm only saying, for instance, if the Nigerian borders, Nigerian communities are faring well, the economy is boosting, investors are happy investing here, even if you take us as the worst security country by global rating, I don't think it's bad. But where it will be bad is when we are not faring well and you even rate us as first. Then it will not make any sense to us. So we are the direct, beneficiaries of our security level. So, and that's why we are encouraging the security operatives not to be deterred. We are encouraging the government of Nigeria not to be discouraged. Put more funding in the security system. Give them more willpower. Give them more leverage to do what is needful. Take care of their welfare, and let those who are also corrupt in the system, be shown the way out, or let them also repent so that our security system can get better.